Hi and welcome. My name is Maestranzi and I work for the Hope Center. I work at Berry Creek Middle School, and today we're going to talk about some at-home points to help deal with some stress and boost immunity. Today I brought my friend Colleen with me, and she's an acupuncturist and a dance teacher, and she's here to provide some at-home tips that you guys can do while you're at home watching this video.
Thanks for having me here, Alexa. I'm super excited to be sharing some tips from both my acupuncture practice and my work as a dance teacher, which sounds unusual to a lot of people, but I feel like my work embodies integrative medicine at its best.
Something I'm curious about is, what are you seeing with your patients, whether it's with acupuncture or even at the dance studios? They're more wellness or health or stress topics that have come up.
Stress. Sometimes that has to do with weather, like the weather, when it gets colder, when the seasons change. As acupuncturists, we see that our bodies follow the seasons, and if we're not in balance, we don't transition as smoothly. So things like nutrition, certain foods can help with that. Stretches, getting into yoga or stretching in ballet class, all of those things can help rebalance our bodies. So I think the big increase I've seen is anxiety and not sleeping well, unfortunately. So,
is there anything specific that you can think of that we can give to people watching at home to kind of get into that balance, especially with the seasons changing?
As we move into winter, that is a kidney season. So kidney is cold and kind of everything comes in with our yin. It's a quieter time, so nice warm soups to eat. And as we move into spring and summer, we'll go to lighter, more fresh fruits, things like that. Like watermelon's great in summer to calm down anxiety and that kind of anxious feeling we can get in summer. But one of the things I love to do in the winter to kind of stimulate our energy is to do what we call kidney tapping. It's a qigong move. The beginning of the kidney channel is on the bottom of your foot, the ball of your foot, kind of like right where your toes meet the ball of your foot, right in that pad. And you take the palm of your hand and you literally tap that part of your foot 100 times on each foot. And your feet start to tingle and you start to feel this big rush of like circulation and energy through the body. It's really cool the first time you do it. It's a sensation that a lot of people don't feel.
Are there any other movement-based things that you would do more with your dance students than maybe your acupuncture patients that help deal with immunity and balance and wellness in general?
Actually, a lot of what I do with my students is safe to give to my patients as well. There are a whole set of qigong exercises that I love. They're called the 8 brocades, and they're built on building immunity, how to balance out all of our organs, and what we say stretch the energy channels or meridians in the body. And a lot of people are like, well, what is an energy channel? Acupuncture points lay upon areas of the body, and they're all in the fascia or the connective tissue. So anytime we stretch our bodies in any way, touching our toes, yawning and stretching in the morning, we're actually stretching our meridians because we're accessing the connective tissue, and that activates it. So we just want to make sure we plant our feet nice and flat on the ground. It is better to sit in a chair. If you need to lay down and recline back in bed, that's also okay. And part of this exercise is nice, deep breathing. As we know, when we breathe slowly, it helps reduce anxiety, stress. It helps keep our lymph flowing. Really important things, regulates our heart rate and our blood pressure. So it's also a full body stretch. So your same stance would be standing up on 2 feet, just standing up tall. And what we're going to do with our hands is take our palms up and gather up the energy towards our rib cage and breathe in. And we're going to flip our hands over and reach all the way up to the ceiling. And then as we breathe out, we're going to bring our hands down and around to our sides and just reach in front of you and then pull it back up. So you want to make sure you have a little bit of space. Breathing in, reaching all the way up as high as you can, and then breathe out, and nice and slowly. And you want to do a stretch like this. Odd numbers are good, so you want to do between 3, 6, or 9. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Now, if it hurts to reach up, if you have an injury, you can reach to the front, almost like you're doing the breaststroke, and gather. We're actually gathering our energy up. So forward is fine, out to an angle is fine. Wherever it does not hurt. It should not be painful. This is meant to make us feel better.
What can somebody expect if they do that?
So if we're having congestion and things aren't flowing well in our body, we've been sitting a lot, we're very tired, maybe we're recovering from being sick or working at a desk, long hours, things like that, it really stimulates the circulation of the body. So people typically feel more relaxed. Sometimes they actually feel taller, just because we are finally stretching out, and it gives your vertebrae a chance to kind of lengthen up. So you feel like you have more space in your body, you can get a deeper breath in, so you feel like you have more oxygen. And the more you practice this, the more oxygen uptake you will actually have in your body, which means the more oxygen you have, the better you will function. Your brain works better, your muscles work better, you circulate everything better. And this is just one of the brocades. It's my favorite one because it's really straightforward, easy to do. You can do it in a chair. Nobody looks at you funny at work if you just are like, oh, I'm just stretching. Okay, things are good, and then you go back to your day.
I love that we can do it sitting down, standing up, at our desk at work.
Our bodies need the movement to heal, to stay healthy. It really helps our immune systems fight illness and disease, whether it's physical or mental. And that movement helps our circulation, helps our lymph, helps our immunity stay strong.
Colleen, thanks again for coming and providing some great at-home tips. I hope all of you at home watching were able to get something out of this, and hopefully we can do this again soon.